Tensions in the Middle East are escalating rapidly. Following recent attacks and rising geopolitical tensions, military forces are reportedly preparing for a strategic operation against Iran. Is this the beginning of a full-scale conflict, or a calculated strike to deter further aggression? In recent weeks, tensions between Iran and its adversaries have reached a boiling point. A series of drone and missile strikes have heightened fears of retaliation. With intelligence reports indicating potential threats, military commanders are now finalizing their next move. Iran has one of the most formidable asymmetrical warfare strategies in the world. Their use of proxy forces, cyber warfare, and missile systems poses a significant challenge. Reports indicate that a coalition of forces is gearing up for a response. Military bases in the region are on high alert, with aircraft and naval fleets positioned strategically. Experts believe that a range of military options is on the table: targeted airstrikes, cyberattacks, and special operations missions. But the real question is, what will the response from Iran look like? Strategists suggest several potential approaches: precision airstrikes, targeting Iran's nuclear facilities, missile sites, and military command centers; cyber warfare, disrupting Iran's communication, energy grid, and financial networks; covert operations, special forces conducting sabotage missions deep inside Iranian territory; naval blockades, restricting Iran's oil exports and military movements in the Strait of Hormuz. A full-scale war is unlikely at this stage, but the risk of miscalculation is high. Even a limited strike could spiral into a regional conflict. Iran has vowed to retaliate if attacked. Their Revolutionary Guard forces are on high alert, and proxy groups across the Middle East are preparing for possible escalation. A major concern is the possibility of attacks on U.S. bases, Israeli cities, and oil facilities in the Gulf region. Iran's allies, including Hezbollah and Houthi rebels, could also enter the fray. The global community is watching closely. While some allies support a firm stance against Iran, others warn that military action could lead to a catastrophic war. If this escalates, it could disrupt global oil markets, trigger new alliances, and reshape geopolitics in the Middle East. As preparations continue, the world waits. Will diplomacy prevail, or is a new conflict on the horizon? One thing is certain: any military action will have far-reaching consequences. Stay tuned as we continue to monitor the developments. This is a moment that could change history. Strike is framed as a form of retaliation, implying that an event or series of events has occurred that warrants a response. The term revenge implies an emotional or strategic motive behind the decision to take military action. It suggests that the parties involved believe they have been wronged and are preparing to exact punishment or retribution. It can also hint at the concept of a premeditated and deliberate plan, focusing on the revenge aspect rather than just a reactive military strike. The attack or military action is in its early stages of planning or execution. It implies that behind-the-scenes military operations are being organized, such as troop deployments, airstrikes, or logistical arrangements. It conveys that actions are actively being prepared, which could lead to imminent action. The phrase hints at secrecy or anticipation, adding a sense of urgency and seriousness to the situation. To strike Iran, this explicitly identifies the target of the planned military action: Iran. It suggests that Iran is perceived as the antagonist or the reason behind the retaliation. It could be interpreted in the context of rising tensions, such as recent attacks attributed to Iran or its allies, geopolitical provocations, or military provocations like missile strikes or support for insurgents. The title suggests that military leaders or political authorities are focusing on Iran as the target for a significant strike. Together, the title communicates a scenario where military action against Iran is being carefully planned and prepared, with an emotional or strategic motive of revenge guiding the decision-making process.